I just got back from the gym and just saw a guy that reminded me of a really embarrassing and totally true story that I think you'll enjoy. And there's a bit of a teaching point as well for network marketers, so you'll get a kick out of that as well. Anyway, we live in a quite a quiet area where we live. We overlook some fields. There's a couple of properties that kind of have to pass our house to get out of the estate. There's no through road. So if they're leaving, we can see that our window kind of faces their path. Anyway, about 2 or 3 years ago now, I see one of the gentlemen who has to walk past our house to get to the fields. He's bought a dog. He's got a puppy, a golden retriever. I love dogs. I'm vegetarian. I'm taking note of this. But as the weeks and months go by, I see him kind of not walking the dog as much, less and less and less, until I don't see this dog at all. Kind of another few weeks and a month pass, I haven't seen this dog at all, and it's getting to kind of like winter time now. I'm thinking, where's this golden retriever? Where's this dog gone? I hope he's looking after it. You know, should have minded my own business or just asked the guy, but my mind's churning. Anyway, it's winter time by now. It's pretty cold, pretty wet here in England. I go out to work one day, and I see this golden retriever roaming round the cul-de-sac. I'm like, man, he's left his dog out. So I stroke the dog, take the dog round to his house. I'm knocking on the door. Nobody's in. I'm thinking, cars aren't on the drive. No, I mean, this isn't on. You can't leave a dog outside in this weather. It's freezing. So I thought, well, maybe he's got a kennel outside. So I tried the gate at the side of the house. Can't just leave the dog outside, right? So I got on the side of the house. The gate's open. There's no kennel. There's no food. There's no water. I'm thinking, well, this is not on at all. Luckily, it stopped raining by then. So I feed and water the dog, leave the dog outside for a couple of hours. I'm watching for the guy to come home. I'm telling my neighbour this, and I'm telling my wife this. As he's kind of pulling back onto his drive, I'm like, this isn't on. I'm going to have this out with him. You can't leave a dog on his own all day. No food, no water, out in the cold. Something needs to be said. I'm outspoken. I'm going to sort this out. I'm like, watch this. So he goes in the house as I'm talking to my partner and my neighbour. And then he comes back out again looking flustered. I'm like, right, okay, maybe he's realised what's happened. So I go over, I go, hey, you. Just like this, like a you. One word with you. Walking over to him, I said, about that dog. And he went, oh, you did that. I went, what do you mean? He said, yeah, my dog lives inside. I let the dog out in the back garden. It started fighting. Someone's put a random golden retriever in our back garden. So I presumed he's not, I've got this story in my head. I presume he's not treating his dog right. I presume he's not walking it. Obviously, he must have been doing it when I wasn't watching. And I presume that he's left his dog out all day. And I got him put a random dog in his garden. It's now fighting with his dog. So pretty funny, right? The moral of the story, I obviously apologised and just said, listen, I'm outspoken. I love animals. I thought you were mistreating it. I just said it how it was. He said, yeah, it's cool. I understand. But the moral of the story is presumption never really ends well. So in your life and with your prospects, who you're presuming is not going to do your business right now, who you're presuming is saying or thinking certain things about you, or would not be interested in what you have to offer, it always pays, especially in our game, to ask clarifying questions. Just put the question out there. So I hope you got a bit of a kick out of this story. It is totally true. I didn't just make it up to make this point. Pretty embarrassing, but pretty funny. I can laugh at myself, and hopefully you learned something too. So I'll catch you really soon. Bye for now.